We're just going to talk about the movies that are coming out at the end of the week, and tell you who stars in it, who directed it, and all that, and let y'all decide if y'all want to go see the movie or not. But we're going to start off with just a couple of movies that are coming out this week. On Friday, we got one called Molly's Game. This is a movie starring with the cast of Jessica Chastain, Idris Elba, Kevin Costner are going to be in it. It's based on the true story of Molly Bloom, an Olympic-class skier who ran the world's most exclusive high-stakes poker game for a decade before being arrested in the middle of the night by 17 FBI agents wielding automatic weapons. Her players included Hollywood royalty, sports stars, business titans, and finally, unbeknownst to her, the Russian mob. Her early ally was her criminal defense lawyer, Charlie Jaffe, who learned that there was much more to Molly than the tabloids led us to believe. And if you like movies that are based on true stories, this would be a good one to go watch. And Aaron Sorkin, who's the director, he was also the screenwriter of this movie. He also screenwrote the movie Steve Jobs, Moneyball, The Social Network, and he acted in the true story of Charlie Wilson back in 2008. So if you like those movies, how they were screenwrote, I guess he's making his director debut on this movie. And then if you don't know what Kevin Costner's in, you've been out of loop for ever, because he's been in so many movies. I'm not even going to even name. But Idris Elba, I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong. But he was also in Thor Ragnarok, The Mountain Between Us, The Dark Tower, and 100 Streets, which he also produced. That last one. And then we go to Jessica Chastain, which she was also in The Zookeeper's Wife, I Am Jane Doe, Woman Walks Ahead, and Plus One. Have you seen any of those movies, Max?
Ones you just named?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. I guess I'm out of the loop too.
The other ones like The Social Network and stuff I've seen.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Project Eden Volume 1. Is aided by an ex-military officer, a young woman becomes unwillingly fugitive after discovering that her son's catatonic state may be at the core of a global conspiracy. It's directed by Ashley Jensen and Terrence M. Young. And the cast includes Emily Friedenberg, Mike Dopud, Cliff Simon, Eric Avari, and Anna McGahan. I know I'm butchering some of these names up, and I apologize to these people. But the director, Ashley Jensen, has only directed 500 Miles besides this one. But the other director, Terrence M. Young, he screenwrote both this one, Project Eden Volume 1, 500 Miles, but he hasn't directed anything. But let's see if Emily Friedenberg has done anything. She has been in Nothing Without You, Profile of a Killer, Phasma Ex Machina, and Into Temptation. And then we'll go to Mike Dopud.
Yeah, I haven't
which
seen
he
any of
was
those.
about A Christmas Truce, Virtual Revolution, All Things Valentine, and When the Sky Falls.
No. I haven't seen any of those either.
Hold on. X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Days of Future Past Road Cut. Okay. Let's see. Man of Steel. He was a Canadian airman in that one. Final Destination 5. He was a chef in the movie. Not for the movie, but in the movie. Let's see. At the top, it showed Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Okay. Now, let's go to Day of the Dead Bloodline. A reimaging of George A. Romero's cult classic Day of the Dead Bloodline is set in a post-apocalyptic, zombie-filled world where a former med school student is tormented by a dark figure from her past. The only thing is he's a half-human, half-zombie, half-bent on destroying her world. This has the cast of Sophie Skelton, Jonathan Schaech, Jeff Gurn, Marcus Vanko, and Mark Rhino Smith. Directed by Hector Hernandez Vikens and Perry Ronaldo Tio. Let's see, what else has Perry Ronaldo Tio done? The most popular is The Curse of Sleeping Beauty, Stasis, The Gene Generation, and Ghost Hunters. Which I wouldn't mind seeing Ghost Hunters, would you?
Was it the actual TV show?
No, it was not a TV show.
Just a movie.
It was a movie that came out in 2016. He was a director and screenwriter on that one. I guess we're talking about movies, okay?
I guess.
I'm glad you mentioned that because it might have said TV, missed it. But the other director, Hector Hernandez Vikens, he only did 2 other movies. He was a director screenwriter of The Corpse of Anna Fritz, and he was a screenwriter in Phoenix 1123. But let's see, Sophie Skelton, which is one of the cast. This is, I guess, her first one ever. She is Zoe Parker. Let's see, Jonathan Schaech. The most popular is That Thing You Do, To Make an American Quilt, Little Chenier, and Quarantine. Then Jeff Gum. He's also been in The Vault, The Forgiven, Day of the Dead, Bloodline, of course. All right. Let's see. Where was I at? Yep, so that's all that we're going to do today. We just want to do a short introduction. We'll kind of let you get a feel of what the show's going to be like. And we're hoping you'll keep tuning in with us and listen to what we're reviewing about the movies that are coming out. And we'll talk to you hopefully next week.
See ya.